Hey guys, welcome to starcardtarot. Darcy here with the July reading for Capricorn, and I feel so bad because it's already mid-July, so I apologize Capricorn for the delay. I honestly tried to upload your video twice during last week. Today's Monday, the 13th I believe, so hey. Lucky 13, let's hope, right? And Mercury retrograde's done, so thank goodness. I don't know about you guys, but it was heavy. I also was wrapping up personally a heart activation course that I was going through for the past 2 months. It was really intense, but really healing at the same time. So let's get into your reading. I know I switch around like the view of I'm having a hard time with the camera thing. It's either I'm on the camera and you don't have much of a background besides my beautiful little owl plant here. Isn't he cool? I think Capricorns might appreciate him. Look at him. Isn't he cool? Look at this guy. He's just so fun. Anyway, so, or I'm not on camera and you get to see all like the crystals and my feather and all that stuff and the candles, but I'll figure it out. I'm brand new to this. Literally this is my first month of doing each zodiac sign. So I have you, and then Aquarius, Pisces, and July is done, and I can move on to doing other things I've been wanting to do for you guys, like love readings and like weekly love readings for singles and for couples, and just I've had so many ideas. Anyway, let's get into your reading. Alright, so I call forth the guardians of the four corners, Mother in the earth, Father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from these tools will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places, and so it is. That little prayer or intention setter, I don't know what to call it, affirmation if you will, is by Kyle Gray, or it comes with his deck. I'm not sure if he's actually the art composer of that, but it's from his deck, Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. That has been on standby. It doesn't want to talk right now. I don't know what's going on. It's a very deep deck, so I'm just letting it do its thing, and maybe it will come out and play soon. So right now I'm using for you guys, like I do for every zodiac sign, crystals. Then we're gonna see what kind of numerology comes out for you. Angel numbers basically is what that is. When I get a repeating number or some sort of message or importance to a number in your tarot spread, I will link that in the description below, as well as the crystals that come out for July for my Capricorns that will help you throughout the month, or the rest of July should I say, and moving forward. You know, time's kind of fluent. Whenever you see this video, it's meant, if it resonates, then you're meant to see it at that time, and all that's within the video will be helpful and beneficial to you during that time. Anything else? All my readings are entertainment purpose only, of course, and like, comment, subscribe. I haven't really gotten any comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Likes would be great. You know, I can see the views are doing pretty well, I guess, for being it's only a month old, really, the channel itself. But you know, I'm just starting up, so I hope you enjoy it. You know, I really don't have any intentions besides to help others. I just want to help you guys, and the way I've found guidance through my life, especially in the past over a year now, was through the tarot and oracle decks. That's been for like 3 years. Anyhow, so we're using for the crystals the Doreen Virtue Crystal Angels Oracle deck. Looks like this. It's a very rare deck, I guess. She doesn't use it anymore, or she doesn't make decks anymore or something like that, I don't know. So I'm grateful I got it. This was a gift given to me by a friend 3 years ago, 4 years ago? 3 years ago. So let's see what your crystals are. Dear Capricorns, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Alright. The message will make up for it. That's what I'm hearing, I guess. Let's see. It's my hopes, my intention. Alright, I'm just tapping into the Capricorn energy right now. What's going on with my Capricorns? Capricorns that will come to this reading, specifically Spirit, or cross watchers that are concerned or interested or wondering about a Capricorn in their life. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any other placement in their chart that is of importance right now to where they are at in this container. Show us clearly. Interesting. So you have Tiger's Eye and Jade. Tiger's Eye has been coming up a lot for the readings of July, and that has to do with confidence, solar plexus specifically when it comes to the chakras. I do also in the drop down box I will give you chakra I want to say meanings, but yes, like meanings, I guess, but also mainly the mantra to help clear out any specific chakras that come up in the reading, because I feel like that's spirit, or my intention that I've given for spirit to show us where are you blocked right now. If you do meditation or chanting, or even if you're brand new to it, it's pretty simple. Obviously meditation is very, has many health benefits, but you can even just do it in the morning. Like sometimes I'll walk around and just like say a mantra, which is basically an affirmation. But solar plexus, my ears are ringing. Wow, okay. Self-confidence through God confidence. Believing in yourself by believing in God working through you. This card really talks about not believing that you are connected to the divine. Every other reading I've done that I tried to upload for you, very similar message. Or at least this message did come up at some point in it. You also have Jade, which is about wellness. It's about recovery, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. So I'm not going to speak too much on that yet, but maybe you guys are going through some sort of health concern, heartbreak, disturbance of your routine, I'm hearing, or sleep patterns. Disturbance of a routine, mostly. Your routine is off. That's what I'm hearing. If it resonates, then this is your message. If not, then it's for someone else. Or stay tuned for more information. Alright, so see this card? See how beautiful it is? Sorry about the glare. Okay, there we go. There's a lot of rainbows. There's actually, which means like downloads, it's healing rays, things like that. There's this angel here standing on top of this, like, what would you call it? It's kind of like a, well, it's a tiger's eye crystal, but it's on a pedestal. I'm hearing putting someone on a pedestal. That's interesting. Or something. I'm really getting the message that like maybe something for my Capricorns has like kind of taken over your sphere or your life in a sense. It might be affecting your wellness. There's some sort of something that's messing up with your confidence, and especially your confidence and your connection to the divine. If you hear background noises, I live in an apartment complex. I apologize ahead of time. I hear them coming, so I'm like, oh, here we go. So this is the Jade card, and it's hard to see with the glare and everything, but this is actually like the chakras coming up through this like ancient medicine symbol, similar to what we see today, you know, with the wings and the snake, or the two snakes. But I think that's what is different between the ancient one and the. I'm trying to think of what the common symbol for medicine is right now. I haven't seen it in a while. It's similar, but it's, I think the one with the two snakes is more of the ancient symbol, or maybe it has wings and that's the difference. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen the symbol for medicine in quite some time, so forgive me on that. But this one definitely is more about holistic health. Wow, I just got the message of the Lovers card. So in tarot, not the Lovers, the Two of Cups has this symbol too, and the winged, I want to say creature, if you will, or divine essence, has like a lion's head but with wings, and then it has the two snakes coming up for the symbol of holistic health and medicine. That could be a message, especially if it comes out in the tarot later. Yeah, and there's so much green here is another reason, and then there's so much pink here. I'm really feeling like it has something to do with your heart, like a love situation, or it doesn't have to be love, it could just be a heartbreak of some sort. Yeah, I'm just feeling very heavy heart. But the Jade is the overall like underlying message, because it's at the bottom of the deck, so it's the one that holds more essence to what will help you. So Jade over Tiger's Eye if you can, for crystals for the rest of July moving forward, or whenever you see this video. And the message of this card is the recovery of health and wellness is here. So it's a lot about just recovering from whatever it is that's been giving you some struggle in your solar plexus and your gut health, stomach health, confidence, speaking. Mercury retrograde can do that too, of course. Speaking, I mean, so. And there's a ton of planets in retrograde too. I think there are still quite a few. There was 5 at one point, 5 or 6, like all at the same time at one point, but now they're slowly, well, maybe, I think some of them are actually going to be in retrograde for a little while, but anyway, Mercury is done. Thank you, baby Jesus, you know? Sorry. That is a reference to a movie. Anyway. I don't know why the movie Ricky Bobby has been like coming up a lot for me. I don't know why. I have no idea. Anyway, you guys are probably like, this girl is on some shit. So I just did the split, and we have the 4 of Wands and the 7 of Swords in reverse. So 4 of Wands is like collaboration, it's weddings, it's festivals, it's parties, it's good times, it's 11/11, it's like make a wish, it's coming true, so that's good. That's really good, right? And then the 7 of Swords in reverse is like no more sneaking around, or no more lying, no more feeling like something's taken from you. Oh, that makes sense, right? The confidence, self-confidence through God confidence and wellness. Like, I think this is a really good sign here that that's coming to an end of some sort. You know, that you're gonna start to gain more and more confidence through your connection to the divine, however that is for you. And I feel like for most Capricorns, at least the ones that I know, nature is like basically their God. Like, and that's awesome. Like, that's completely, I totally vibe with that. it's one of the places I actually feel most connected to source or God or divine, you know. Yeah, okay. And then the wellness with Jade, I'm hearing very strongly to go into nature. You need to realign yourself. And that makes sense with this chakra symbol coming through, right? Of all the chakras. Okay. What is the message for July 2020 for my Capricorns? Of course, your card's coming out. Show us clearly. Well, yep, there's the Three of Swords. Okay. I was like, they have a lot to say. Ooh. Ten of Cups in reversed. Caps. Yeah, I was feeling heartbreak. Feeling just a lot of confusion. Wow. Okay, so it ends well. Well, it ends with a rebirth. I really want to put this right side up for you. I do, but I can't. It's not how it came through. Okay. Just give me a second while I look at the 2, 4, 5, 6, 10 cards that came out. Sorry, 12. I don't know why I said 10. That's interesting. Yeah, 12 cards, okay. And yeah, you came out, and out of the 12 cards you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like almost half of the cards are major arcana, so you're going through something really big, you guys. And it's going to end in a transformation. So that's the good news. So overall message, 10 of Cups in reverse. I'm feeling a loss of something. It's either a loss of, you know, family, a loss of love. I just feel like the Capricorns in this collective that I'm picking up on, with the tiger's eye, with the self-confidence through God confidence, you know, the lack of belief that God's got your back, or divine's got your back, or source, however, just fill in the blank there, is affecting your wellness, or was. But, you know, the Jade is actually talking about that recovery of health and wellness is here. So it's talking about that, even though maybe that's why I'm doing this in mid-July for you guys. Maybe the beginning of July was like was really bad for you. Like, I hope I don't get, you know, muted by YouTube or something. Sorry, I apologize. So I think what I'm feeling is that the beginning of July was really hard for you guys. Something went down that really made you feel disconnected to yourself, to nature, to happiness, to just to spark within you. Like, I don't know, it really took you out of your own self element. It really just messed you up mentally, I'm hearing too. It, like, something like really got you like all messed up. So that's why I think the overall message is this. Like, even though it's kind of funny, I'm seeing like this as a smiley face though at the same time. Yeah, like this disbelief that like this happily ever after, like you don't deserve it, or that it's not gonna happen for you. It's just not true. Everyone deserves the 10 of Cups. Even you, Capricorn. You know, everyone does. So your first cards that came out are the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Empress in reverse. So Queen of, sorry, not Wands, Swords is air energy. This could be you, this could be someone else. So air would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Could be that you have that in your chart, or someone else that you're dealing with has that in their chart. And the Empress also is Libra and Taurus, I think, or Virgo and Taurus, something like that. Definitely Taurus. I want to say Virgo as well. But she rules Venus, basically. And the Empress is basically, she's basically Mother Gaia. She is the Earth, right? So again, with that connection of like, you're feeling disconnected to the ground. Like, I'm feeling like to the ground, like you're really up in your head. That's what I was intuitively feeling, is like my head was like feeling like it was gonna implode on itself. Like that was the vibes I'm picking up from you guys as I'm doing this reading. Like spinning, like your mind's just like in a whirlwind of like, what WTF, you know, like that's what I'm picking up for the Capricorns that I'm connecting to right now. And it's like you want to tell the truth, or you want to speak your truth to whomever this Empress is, and it doesn't matter about girl, guy, whatever. It's just energy. Empress can be anyone that you feel just has a lot of abundance, or anyone that she also is known to be pregnant in this tarot card, but it's more about fertility. It's more, I mean, it can mean that, but so it could be maybe someone that you have children with, male or female, doesn't matter. Like, you could be a woman watching this and thinking about your father, your kid's dad, or, you know, or vice versa. It doesn't, you know, don't get caught up on the, it's just energy, you know what I mean? There's females that carry more masculine energy at times, and there's males that carry more feminine energy at times, and then it can swap. It's like, we all have both. It's the yin and yang, right? Okay, just want to make that clear. Okay, moving forward. So, yeah, it's like someone, or either someone, I hate being like the, you know, what's that saying? Don't shoot the messenger. It's interesting that both these queens here have blonde hair, you know what I mean? Like, they represent kind of, they almost look the same. So I'm almost getting this like feeling that someone told you something and it knocked you on your your butt, basically. Like someone cut you off from yourself. It's hard to explain in words. I'm just feeling a massive heartache, and it does come up here in the cards. The Three of Swords comes up with your card, the Devil, in reverse. So again, that's why I'm feeling like, and the Empress being so earth-based, which you are an earth sign, an earth-based, like I'm feeling like this is how you either saw them, You could be dealing with another earth sign. Or an air sign. Or that they have that in their chart. Sorry, when I look to the right, it's because it's actually a pretty known thing for people that receive clairaudience or downloads or whatever to like actually look into the right of their eye. And I never noticed that till someone pointed it out in one of their videos. Santaro, give her a shout out, she's amazing. Yeah, she said that in one of her videos. I was like, oh, yeah, I do that too. So this is what that person meant to you, is what I'm hearing. Like, this person, you saw that you, like, having a family with them, or you have family with them, like children and things like that. I hate making it about a love reading, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. We also have Ace of Cups later on in the spread as well, so it's kind of clearly, and then having the Ten of Cups as the overall message in reverse, that's what I'm getting for you guys. And I'm so sorry if like a marriage or something ended for you guys recently. I'm so sorry that that's happened to you, or any kind of heartache or heartbreak. My biggest sympathies, and I'm sending you lots of love and lots of prayer, and I pray that, you know, all the archangels and all of the source of nature, you know, can really ground you back into yourselves. Okay, I really do send you so much light and love. So that's what occurred, and I feel like that was in early July or late June. Someone said something to you that just was like, it could have been that they said that they're ending the relationship. It could have been some sort of truth that came out, you know, hearing like infidelity, anything like that, like something, some kind of truth came out, and it made like this happy home kind of flip upside down, like your world got turned upside down. It's interesting after that. We have the Eight of Cups, which is going on a spiritual journey. I'll get back to that in a second because I saw the card underneath that, but I don't want to jump ahead too much. And I feel like that's what you actually are or did do. Like after you got that truth, now we have the Page of Swords, and then that's clarified by the Four of Swords in reversed. And what I'm hearing is that you took action, like you... So this person here, I'm really feeling like this isn't your energy. Whoever this Queen of Swords is with the Empress in reverse. Okay, and I want you to see how they laid out on the table for me. They're literally facing each other. It's almost like this like battle of wills here. See? This is, I don't feel like this may be you, but I really don't think it. This could be you. It could be. The Empress, you know, as the earthy card. Just take it as it will. If you feel like these cards are you, like this is more your energy than this. And again, so also a way to clarify who's who for yourself. Page is younger than the Queen. Okay, so that can also play a role, or it could just be maturity. It doesn't have to be age. Either way, there was a head-to-head collision here, which I'm not trying to laugh, but that's why I felt like my head was like colliding with itself in the beginning. I was like, what is going on with Capricorn? And this clearly makes so much sense now. The Page of Swords talks about it's a younger energy. But it's like an epiphany in a sense, kind of, you know, because it's like the Ace of Swords is epiphany, clarity, new beginning. So the Page and the Queen both have the Ace of Swords in their hand, but the Page is like fresh, I want to say. It's like a more new it's younger, and you know what I mean. And I don't mean that by age. It's a newer. It's like this is the beginning, and then this is the end. You know, like she becomes the queen, basically, right? So, so that's like the difference. One's more skilled, more mature in the mental facility, in their mental space, in their mental body. But the earth the earth side to them, though, it's like this clarification of the Empress in reverse. It's like, but yet they're not in their true element, if that makes sense. And then this one, the Page of Swords, is clarified by the Four of Swords in reverse, which is about meditation, going within. So again, it's like these cards here, it's like this person's also, I want to say, like coming back, like, you know, saying what they need to say to whatever this was. But again, they haven't really taken the time to go within to know what they're talking about. Does that make sense with it being the Page? You know, like the younger of the two. But they're both kind of in the wrong here. They're both not in their true, complete selves. I hope you pick up what I'm putting down, okay? And I believe that's why this occurred. This feeling of the happy ever after falling apart. But it's kind of because two people were so much in their headspace that it collided. You know, like on one side, this more mature mentality was really ungrounded. So whatever truth that was spoken here to the Page of Swords or to the other person was not really coming from a place of solidarity. It wasn't solid, right? And the Page of Swords, right? Even though maybe not as mature mentally, hadn't taken the time to mature by going within. Does that make sense? Like, okay, I hope that's making sense to you guys. Comment below, let me know. But next, Cap, okay, next what we have here is I really feel like you're more the... I just got the message too. This could be a battle within yourself. I also just heard that too. If it's not like a breakup situation, it's like maybe the aftermath of it, or just yourself feeling really like this disconnect to having this kind of Ten of Cups reality that you really want. You really want this beautiful family life and things like that. And you're okay. Yeah, and you're like fighting with yourself. You're battling within your head. Like the mature and the child of your or like not as mature self is like battling it out. Because what we have here next is the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles clarifying. And like that to me is you, definitely. Even if it is like a relationship thing and the beginning of what I was talking about made sense for you in that regard, or even if it's not, if it's just with yourself, either way, it's like after that clash happened, whether it was with another person or within your own mind of who you are or what you want, we have here this, right? Which is all you. This is all your energy. King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles in reversed. Again, it's like this clash of who am I? That's what I'm really hearing is like, who am I? And that makes sense with this Eight of Cups too, because that's going on a spiritual journey to find their 9th cup. Because it's like, and that's in order. To get to the 10th cup, you need 9, right? It doesn't usually, it's never, I won't say never. The story of tarot cards, in the life of the tarot card, right? Or, you know, world, realm, whatever. So 8 of Cups goes on the journey for their 9th cup, because 9, when the card of Shadow Mercury retrograde obviously is still in effect. Okay. The 9 of Cups is a man or woman, whatever. It's a guy on the card, but it can be either or. But they're fulfilled. They're fulfilled emotionally within themselves. And once you're emotionally fulfilled with yourself, like knowing who you are, like you make yourself happy, you don't need someone else to like make you happy. That's when the 10 of Cups happens, right? And that's all about law of attraction and all that kind of stuff, right? Like being love brings love, if that makes sense, you know? Like that's the whole thing of law of attraction. Dr. Joe Dispenza is like a master of that to me, I feel. And Dr. Wow, I can't believe I can't remember his name. Dr. Wayne Wright. Oh my god, he recently passed away. I apologize if I mispronounce his name. I want to say Dr. Wayne. His name has Wayne in it, I think. Oh my god, I feel so horrible. But I used to listen to him a lot in like 3-4 years ago when I started my journey. So again, it's like this King of Pentacles, it's like you see yourself as this, right? But like you're also kind of like doubting your divine purpose at the same time. You know this is who you are though, this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is like very abundant, lives a lavish lifestyle, finds everything he needs within his own, well, within the world, within the earth, but also within his own community and his own castle. And he protects his family, his community, his castle. He's very much the protector. He's like the ultimate dad figure. It's like what I'm getting from this card, right? He's I just keep hearing master of his domain. Right? And you can see how abundant and like lavishly he is dressed. And see the wall, like that's where the protection of his community comes in. The castle in the background, that's his community. And he has this wall and he's in front of it. He very much protects what he loves. And that's you, Capricorn, like in your complete self, right? But then we have that clarified by the Page of Pentacles in reversed. So the Page of Pentacles upright is all about like you're about to set on your journey to your divine purpose, you know, like you've found your purpose basically. It's like a kind of an epiphany of sorts, but it's I wonder if Pentacles come after the swords. I'll have to look that up, or comment below if you know if that is the case. Interesting. It is, isn't it? Doesn't it go wands, swords, pentacles, cups? Fire, air, earth, water. Comment below, or I'll put it in the description. I'm gonna look after, obviously. But if it is that pentacles come after swords, we'll just say, right? That would also make a lot of sense because you were in such a like an air energy. I'm really feeling like this is like basically just you're coming back into yourself. You're also analyzing like where did you go wrong in a sense, like what in your past, in your younger days, even if you're like 21, like teen years, whatever, I don't know. Where were there any trip ups? Because like you're in this king energy right now, like you are, whether you realize it or not, or whether you feel it or not. What I'm getting from the message is that like you're analyzing your past, like the beginning, what got you to here, right? And you're looking at it with a mature viewpoint. And I think this is what you see when you get into that reminiscing on your like physical steps that you've taken to become what you are today, right? In the King of Pentacles energy. Or maybe that's where you are heading towards if you're not already there. But you're still, either way, you're analyzing the beginning of your path or of your, I'm hearing dynasty. I don't know where that's coming from, but yeah, I guess it's like, you know, you protect what your family, like your legacy, like what you want from your life here. You know, you don't want it to just be for nothing, I'm hearing, you know? So what you find is this. Yeah. Big time energy right here. You find that your heartache or this past betrayal, but at the same time, because it's clarified by the devil in reversed, so the devil in reversed is breaking chains, breaking karmic chains, breaking addiction, like big stuff. Like the devil upright, I mean, and it is your card too. So the devil upright is about being bound in like in this toxic dark field of energy that you just can't get out of, right? It's about addiction, it's about toxic relationships. And then we have the three of, you know, the broken heart card here. Maybe, yeah, I'm hearing like that you're realizing you need to release this. Right? That makes sense with the devil in reverse. You need to release this broken heart that happened to you in the past. That's what I'm hearing. Or it's about that. It's about this broken heart. It could be something you're dealing with right now. But I don't feel that way because I'm really seeing about this like reviewing of your past. You know, definitely there was some sort of relationship upheaval that happened for most of the Capricorns that I'm picking up here. Or just something happened, this Ten of Cups in reverse, that made you have to like look at yourself and look back on where you've come from and things like that. I really feel like it was a verbal argument that kind of triggered this for most of you guys. With the two, you know, Queen and Page of Swords, like, coming at each other like that, you know? It's so interesting. We have the Queen and Page of Swords, the King and Page of Pentacles. Oh my god, we also have the Empress and the Emperor here. He comes after this. But they're both in reverse. But the Emperor's clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Upright, which is new love. Your message, maybe this is another reason it took so long for me to get this to you, because it's so like encrypted. It feels like encrypted. It feels like it's like Spirit doesn't want me to tell you guys this stuff, is how it feels. It's like, I don't know, it's strange. Okay. You're coming into some kind of awakening. Like, you just are. And you'll know what that is for you, and the details of it, whether it's a relationship breakdown, whether it's a self-realization, whether it's a little argument with someone, could be a mother figure, doesn't have to be, it could be an aunt or just an older female in your life, or male, but it doesn't matter really. It's just the card of the Queen, you know, is more of the like, could be a woman. It could be that, you know, something triggers this response within you to really take a deep look at where you've been and where you want to be, right? And it brings heartache, but it brings clarification at the same time of you, of your shadow, right? Yeah, like, you could be doing some shadow work for sure to heal this broken heart of wherever it came from, right? Past, present, doesn't matter. And you're breaking that chain. You're breaking that karmic bond. See, and it's two people. It's basically the Lovers, but it's in, like, the toxic depiction, if you will. Like, this is, you know, the not good Lovers card. That's what I want to say. You know, because no one wants to be chained like that, right? Well, maybe some people are a little bit into, like, the, you know, what's that called? SMD. I don't even know. It's that song. I'm trying to think of the song by Rihanna. SM or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, but the card though is really about, like, you know, addictions, abuse, and just, like, not good stuff, like stuff that most people really don't want. But it's in reversed, so I feel like you're breaking that chain. I don't know if any of you guys ever heard of, like, energetic cord breaking. Archangel Michael is usually the guide or the source that people use for that. I've done it a few times, and it is an experience. It's pretty interesting. Basically, it's about relationships, like, usually, it can be for any relationship, but especially intimate relationships, if you really want to, if you feel like your energies are still connected to the point where you feel drained and you know that they're not, like, even in your atmosphere anymore, it could be an energetic bond. Look it up. It's pretty interesting stuff. And basically there's, like, prayers and rituals that you can cut the energetic cord and regain your energy back, and let theirs go back to themselves too. Just a tip. I don't know if that will be helpful for anyone. So next you have the Emperor in reverse, clarified by the Ace of Cups. So there is new love coming after this realization of your shadow, I feel like, or what the truth was about that relationship, I'm also hearing. I'm sorry. I hate that sometimes I pick up on two different stories. That can be tough, and I apologize for that. It's just how it comes to me at this point. Hopefully it gets clearer, or not clearer, but more towards, like, one. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna question my my ability here. So. Okay. Wow, I'm really hearing that you're seeing your control issue. That's what I'm hearing. Because that's what the Emperor in reversed is. The Emperor in reversed is, like, really someone, who's releasing the control or the pressure of needing it to be perfect. Is what I'm hearing. Which, yeah, that makes sense, because that's what this is. Releasing control, releasing, yeah, toxic stuff, toxic energy, toxic. Yeah, okay. So, like, that, okay, so the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, and then the King and Page of Pentacles. It's like the process of going within, right? And then you're looking at your broken heart and you're like, what, why? Why do I still have this broken heart? Right? That's what I'm hearing and feeling. And then you're seeing, okay, and this is your card. So you were really looking at your truth, but in like a whole new way. Like, because maybe what you thought was that there was a lot of toxic stuff in that relationship, and maybe you're feeling like, I should be over this broken heart by now. And when this happens, whatever this was, it's definitely like a mental fight. Like it's a verbal fight. That's really what I'm getting from that. Again, it could be an air sign, it could be another earth sign, it could be a Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo maybe. It brings you into this self-reflection of like where you were. Did you make any wrong steps? Like what, like you're here, but you're like unsure of what happened when you were there, when you were this, right? When you were the page, when you were just beginning that journey. And like you still have this feeling of like a broken heart. And it could be from this current relationship I'm picking up on, or a past relationship that might have gotten brought to light because of some sort of verbal communication, battle, argument, something, right? Some kind of truth came out from someone else, though. It was like between you and someone else. And so now, you know, you're feeling this heartache, which I felt in the beginning right away, like a heavy heart, and you're realizing it comes from like this shadow or this past, this something about the past. I think you're thinking about a past relationship that looked like this at one point. It looked like a very toxic, awful, god-awful relationship. And maybe it was like only about sex, or maybe it was like only about partying, and yeah, you felt really trapped, but it's in reverse now, and I'm feeling like you're starting to see your role in that, if that makes sense. And when you do, you're gonna see like, you know, how you did have this like control issue. The Emperor, first of all, the Emperor is the counterpart of the Empress, okay? Like this is seen in so many different ways, but in general, they are counterparts, okay? Yeah, the Empress is number 3 and the Emperor is number 4. They are counterparts. They came both in reverse here, okay? So it's almost like, and if it is a current relationship that you're dealing with, it's like you're both seeing yourself on a different level, like on the shadow side. Does that make sense? So maybe like the female or the the one who's holding the Empress energy, whether that be you or someone else, is seeing how they were very needy, right? That could be something. And you're seeing how, because I'm trying to think of what is the opposite of the Empress and Emperor, upright, which would be the reverse. And you're seeing how you had a really, really big like control issue, right? So when you see that, when you can see this relationship in a new way, past or present, whatever one resonates for you, okay? It brings in this new love, whether that's a new relationship, like completely, like I'm not saying, like if you're in some sort of toxic relationship, I'm not saying like that, you know, take it as it resonates, right? Like some of you might break up, right? Some of you might be single and just have this like reflection of yourself and like, why am I single kind of thing, right? And like looking back in the past in that way. And some of you might have had a recent argument with someone that you're with, and you're seeing why that was happening between you guys on a new level. So this Ace of Cups can mean any of those. It can be a new love of yourself, which is absolutely, you know, necessary and needed. I feel like that's kind of ground rules for all those situations. It could be a new love in that current relationship that you might have had some trouble with, or it could mean new love of a past relationship, or a completely new relationship is coming your way, right? Someone you've never met kind of thing, or don't know well, or something like that, right? Yeah. So that inner work that you're going to go through is going to bring this abundance of love one way or another. Letting go of the control, right? Like just letting go of control of all of it. Like I'm hearing like everything, you know, and that's when I want to come back to, no, I'm hearing not yet. Okay. So then, well, I will show this card though. You know, remember how I said that this was underneath the Ten of Cups in reversed? You know, that's that whole, what I just explained there was the inner spiritual journey of finding that missing cup. As you can see, there's a missing cup, right? And that's why he's going on a spiritual journey. And there's also an eclipse in the background, right? And we've had two very significant Cancer partial solar eclipses going on, and there's a new moon in Cancer coming on the 20th. So that could also play a role here, right? Okay, and then the ending of your reading, we have Judgment in the upright, and which is the second to last card in the tarot. It's right before the World, which is big time completion, right? Because major arcanas are like they're forces kind of that are bigger than our day-to-day. You know, that's where things like fate and stuff like that, it's how do you explain major arcana? It's just basically like the bigger cycles of life, if you will. It is still the cycle of life, just like every suit is as well, like the minor arcanas. Like every ace is like a new beginning, and that, you know, and it's of that suit, you know, and then every 10 is some sort of ending. Like for the cups, you know, it would be the 10 of Cups, you know, because it's all about emotions and love and things like that. Yeah, you get the point. Okay, so we have two major arcanas here. You have Judgment. Oops, let me get this one. This is how it came out. Judgment in the upright, and then Temperance in the reverse, okay? I know Temperance is Sagittarius. Judgment is, I want to say Libra, but I'm not sure. No, Justice is Libra. Is Judgment Libra too? I'd have to look it up. So I just mentioned those things just in case it's like, you know, the sign of whoever your situation is with, or it could be someone in your life that's significant to you. So Judgment is all about rebirth. Like, your prayers are going to be answered, and you're going to have an awakening, you know, of this new love. This new love is coming in. You're waking up to the fact of so much. Just, you know, I'll just focus on you, Capricorn, like, of yourself, first of all, and of your truth. Like, I'm hearing who you actually want to be with, maybe, is coming through, or who you want to be in general. Like, your own life path, who you are, right? Like, just who you are, what's your truth, you know, like, some of you might be making an amends, because that's also judgment, right? Like, that's judgment call. See how, like, this, you know, Archangel is blowing the trumpet of to free all these souls, right? Judgment, it's a rebirth. And with the Temperance in reverse, this rebirth will bring you balance, is what I'm hearing. Even though, like, so Temperance is about harmony, balance, equal, give and take, all that kind of stuff. I know it's in the reverse, but it's like a clarifier. So it's like this judgment, this awakening, answered prayer, amends even, if you are making an amends to someone, is going to end this imbalance that you've been feeling, or it will bring more balance into your life. I'm just really feeling like that's going to get you on the right track. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's gonna bring you back on track. Cause see, alright, see the path? See this path or this track, and it leads to the crown? Yeah, that's where it is. It's not so much in here. The message is here. It's gonna bring you back on track, is what I'm hearing. On track to wellness. And I'm also hearing, so okay, so remember we were talking, and this is also showing like a path, someone going down this road to find true meaning in life, you know, to find true meaning. Maybe like you've always kind of struggled with the thought of like this whole situation, commitment or family, having a family, you know. So, and like I feel like once you go down this track, once you start going to find your ninth cup, your spiritual journey, if you will, your spiritual awakening leads you on this journey, right? That's when the lovers come in. This was underneath the Eight of Cups, right? So it's like this journey. While you're searching for your emotional fulfillment, guess who you run into? your true soulmate is what I'm hearing. I'm just looking at the other cards that come through. Wow. Wow. I just happened to just pick up this pile of cards that were, you know, in the deck here. So, and it really, I feel like, is telling a story. So this is what we started with of your underlining card here. 10 of Cups in the reverse, right? And you're not, this is not a happy thing. You don't want this. You do want this, but it might not be traditional, I'm hearing, like, I don't, something like that. So you decide, you know, you're gonna let go of this dream of trying to get this, because it's just not, I'm feeling like it's not working for you guys. And this isn't for everyone. This message won't be for every Capricorn, but it will be for some. So you go on this spiritual inward journey, right? You come across this. Whether that's actually meeting someone, it's a soul bond. Another major arcana. And then you're like, oh snap, right? So this is the Four of Wands that came out in the split. I feel like this might trip you up for a minute, you know, because Four of Wands is again about like celebration, proposals, marriage, commitment. 1111, make a wish. That might trip you up because you might be like, crap, I'm trying to be on a spiritual inward self journey, right? And you're like, you know, and of course, like, then this person comes up into your atmosphere, your surroundings or something, and you're like, what the, you know? I think that's what that is there. But then you're going to get this divine strength, okay? You're going to get this divine strength, another major arcana, some kind of source of divine, of source of God, of angels, guardians, ancestors, what have you. It could be a symbol of some sort of nature thing happens where you're like, oh, okay, like, or maybe none of that, but you're gonna have a strength. And I feel like in August, this is the Leo card, so it represents, and it's 8, so it represents August. You're gonna get some strength here. It's also about taming the beast within. Sexual urges, things like that. I don't know, I'm just saying. Then we have, okay, let me just look real quick. Oops, okay. So then we have this here, we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? In reverse, so I'm feeling like if this is gonna be if this is resonating, and this is kind of like looking into the future here, okay? So finances might play a role. And that doesn't mean that you're gonna like not have, I mean, it could mean something that might influence this situation, this journey, this meeting of this lovers. Also Gemini, that's what the card of lovers is. But you're not gonna let it stop you, like this coming up. And this was in the split, remember? Yeah, it was the Four of Wands upright and the Seven of Swords in reverse in the split. So I'm feeling or hearing that you're gonna actually know that this person is trustworthy though. You're gonna just know it within. Yeah, okay, so something about money, like trustworthy with that, something about that. Next is Eight of Swords. And that talks about being in a mental prison. So you might worry about whether or not you can trust this person for a little bit. But then you're going to drop it. You're going to drop the burden. That's what Ten of Wands is all about. Dropping that burden, letting it go. And look what comes after that. Two of Cups. Enough said. Oh man. Yeah. You're gonna go on a very, very, very cool journey. It's gonna be transforming. It's gonna have some hard times. I was trying to check in with Spirit if I should show you any other cards. We're gonna leave that for the next reading. It will have some difficulties, of course. My beautiful, beautiful Caps. Capricornus. I watched too much Sasha Bonamcy. I love that guy. He's so funny. He calls Capricorns Capricornius. He like does this dance. He's so funny. Also a tarot reader on YouTube. It's just wonderful. Capricorns. So yeah, you're having an awakening, and it definitely has to do with romance, love, something like that. Or, you know, when I say something like that, I mean depending if you're married, single, just broke up, situations. It could be anything, but it has to do with that. You know what I mean? It has to do with your happily ever after, however you see or deem that to be the truth to you. You know, I feel like you might have been kind of like, I want to say, lying to yourself in a sense, and that's not a bad thing, Capricorn. My God, we all do that. Trust me, believe me. I've been through enough inner work and inner searching to know that it's kind of a human flaw. It is. It's a human flaw, and it's really not our fault. Society just throws so much at us all the time that it's almost impossible to not be influenced in one way or another. You know what I mean? But you're coming into a clarity of your own self, and you're gonna go into this like journey of, well, like of yeah, probably wealth too, right? That will be coming as well for you guys, I definitely feel. But health and wellness, you're gonna be in this. If not now, soon. Definitely feeling August. What else? What does this? Oh, and this is my little White Sage Tarot, and this is where we'll see about your chakras. What can Spirit show, Divine Source, show us for Capricorn in regards to their chakras? Shut the front door, Capricorn. Look at this. 9 of Pentacles. What was I talking about? You're going on the journey to find your missing piece. Cups is water, it's emotion. Pentacles is you. Pentacles is earth. Total confirmation. Complete confirmation. You're gonna find your 9th pentacle. You're gonna find it. I can't. I cannot. Look at what's on the bottom. Judgment. You have judgment twice. And this judgment I really see as like that light bulb moment, that like complete epiphany of like, holy, like mind-blowing epiphany of truth. Like, it's bigger than truth though, if that's even possible. It's like a divine download. It's just like, it's like the light bulb goes off. You know what I mean? It's like, it's that light bulb moment. Look at this. Judgment twice. I just want to make sure I get this for you guys, because like obviously this is going to be what I'm going to put for your you know, the, what is it called, thumbnail. Dang. Alright, hopefully I'm not too shaky. I love you guys. Oh, you might want to, what's my, so the Nine of Pentacles, this looks like the rainbow, which would be your crown chakra. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So meditation, clearing out your crown. Of course, I'm not going to find any rainbow. Here we go. So yeah, so this is another example of a rainbow, but like see how it's a little different? So, okay. I'm gonna say crown, I'm gonna say, it looks like purple, which would be third eye. Crown, third eye, root, sacral, solar. Pretty much all of them, right? I mean, you got this card. Health and wellness is literally everything, every chakra. Focus on your crown and third eye though, because this judgment, you know, enlightenment. So, okay, also careful on the drinking and medicinal things, I'll just say. Try to keep a clear mind, Capricorn, if you possibly can, please. It will help you have this enlightening moment. Alright? So much love to you guys. Thank you for your patience. Many blessings to you. And I will see you shortly. Take care, Capricorn. Until next time. Be well. And just keep shining. You got this.